In this episode, we have a sundowner obstacle upon our arrival. We start repairs early. A rocky obstacle claimed panel damage and the first victim. The AT needs some rock slider repair. We have some Landies, a Fortuner and a Navara with us. We take on some hectic obstacles. Anthony and I will test the MAXXIS RAZR all-terrain and mud-terrain tyres against each other. We arrive the Friday afternoon, meet and greet as we set up camp. We help each other and soon the camp starts taking shape. As Anthony got his camp sorted, he takes off in the patrol. This obstacle is the last obstacle we came down with in Series 2, Episode 1. We have no time to grab our camera equipment to capture properly to do this climb any justice. The rest of us wisely quickly air down.
Dis waar jou pressure is.
Oh, brilliant.
Got it balance out the way on both sides.
Oh.
So this is, you can take up now while you...
Well, exactly. Okay, so I pull this down.
You do 2 tyres at a time.
So I can actually do this on my own.
How'd it go? Good. I'll drive for night.
I'm speechless.
Serious.
That's road pressure, dude. And
I know. What pressure do you run there? 2.5?
It's 2.1.
Okay.
All round.
That's cool. Great.
Nick, you don't understand, man. You know, it's like it shouldn't work.
No, you should have had that thing.
I should have been. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say.
How cute is that?
I'm not going to ask what else is pink, but the car definitely is.
Yes.
And what pink is this?
That's my, if I ever get stuck in the middle of nowhere, that has a change of clothes in it. It's got underwear, it's got...
I don't want to see what's in it.
Soap, toothbrush, all spares in case I ever break down
pink
somewhere.
toothbrush.
Of course.
Okay. I like that.
Hoe kom vra jy?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Clint in his Land Rover short wheelbase 90s set off first. The shorty with its open diffs is quite nimble and completes the obstacle comfortably. The AT is up next and find excellent traction with the new MAXXIS RAZR mud terrains. Allison approaches with her 110 Defender. The tow bar fitted on a drop plate decreases the clearance badly, which forces Allison to take different lines.
What am I hooking on there? Can you see?
So diff.
My diff.
Yeah.
This pink Landy is a weapon on its own, with its front and rear lockers. After quite a technical drive, well executed, the sun starts to set as Bayer arrives.
Hello.
Hello.
Yep, goed en jy?
Goed, want
Mooi, mooi.
Lekker
man.
What did you turn?
Hello.
Everything.
Everything.
These are done for you, huh? Thanks very much for the
Ja.
The sun rises over the mountain as we wake up in this awesome setting nature has to offer.
So Henk and Chris are both on their way. Wait.
Coffee. First thing on the menu. Here we go. You see, when we camp, we don't go that boss. We actually got some modern stuff helping us. We even got a microwave here. So no, we're actually camping luxuriously. But this is beautiful. Brilliant stuff.
Koffie eers. Voordat enigiets gebeur, moet ons koffie.
You again. Good morning. I are getting my things ready for the day. Breakfast.
A real performance difference in the engine, and that was replacing my crank seal, my crank sensor.
Okay.
Took out the old crank sensor, put a new crank sensor in, and the power just doubled.
No.
Here you go, he's sending you where we must hose and Jubilee clamp.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I got the impression you all of a sudden knew exactly what he was talking
went
about.
to go and fetch them and chose the right one. It's already wrapped around.
Excellent.
Just tighten it down. Yeah, and it's a bit of a stupid design, but it's
It's a Land Rover.
one of the quirks of Land Rover, I suppose.
With a technical issue quickly resolved by Anthony, we soon have a full lineup for the day. Anthony's GU Patrol has open diffs fitted with a 3-inch lift and 35-inch MAXXIS RAZR all-terrain tyres. My Land Cruiser 80 Series GX comes with a 2-inch lift, open diffs and 33-inch MAXXIS RAZR mud-terrain tyres. Henk Bogaards from 4Wheeling SA YouTube channel join us today with his Toyota Fortuner 2.8 GD6. Follow 4Wheeling SA in the link below in the description to see what this Fortuner is up to. Weyer's Land Rover Defender 110 TD5 is now fitted with a rear locker. The Defender has a fully kitted overland setup and is easily the heaviest vehicle in the convoy. Allison and the pink Land Rover Defender 110 with its front and rear lockers is also fitted with a full overland setup and in weight not far behind Weyer's Defender. Clint's Land Rover Defender 90 is short, it's light, and that near stock standard setup apart from a small lift make it a very capable and nimble ride off the road. Chris with his Nissan Navara surprised us last time out on this very track. Fitted with some bar work and a slight lift, this bakkie is as stock as you can get. But don't forget that factory rear locker makes it damn capable.
So today we're at Spookspruit doing part 2, a lot of the red routes, and MAXXIS have asked me to drive at road pressures initially, a concept completely foreign to me. Going off-road, you deflate, that's what you do. So I'm starting on road pressures. First day off-road with the MAXXIS RAZRs. Let's see how they go, the all-terrains. I'm gonna hurt my car. Sorry MAXXIS, I have to deflate. The road pressures are not going to work when I've got very little traction on dirt. So I'm going to deflate to probably to like 1.5 and let's see how that works.
With and deflating tyres, I quickly walk the obstacle to find my best line to take. Anthony had to roll back because he tried to do it the way that MAXXIS requested. With deflated mud terrains to 1 bar, it goes quite easy up the first rock step. In rocky terrain like this, clearance and traction is the major issue. Also This obstacle is not the usual you would attempt with an overland sport utility like the 80, but the rock sliders and a good line makes it doable. The last part is tricky as the 80 leans dangerously to the rock on the left. The left door took a hit and the rock slider saved the door from serious damage as it took most of the impact.
Let's just see how we do this obstacle again, because at road pressures it is just no traction in the loose material. So all that's happening, because I don't have lockers, all that's happening is when the one wheel's on the rock, the other one's just spinning in the loose material. So I need rubber on the ground to make it work.
Aired down, the Patrol easily get up the rock step with the all-terrain tyres.
Where's my rock? Gone. Oh, I was kind of counting on that. Careful rock placement. Okay, so they moved the rock for Japie's line. Dankie julle. Just too late on the brake. The tree leg. Dankie Johannes. Jy mooi ding.
I'm up in front of my car, we're going to need to pull the rock slider with the wheels.
Oh, okay. Rij het opgelijn ook.
Baie stadig vorentoe, stadig. Wat jy spin, vat jy al die brotse uit en dan sit jy. Okay? Hallo Jack!
Weyer got up the rock step with the front wheels, but the heavy rig and 31-inch tyres proved the obstacle to be more of a challenge.
Okay, if you can come back.
After a few attempts, the Landy is properly stuck on the rear diff.
On the rim with a piece of wood or something underneath it.
The rear diff needs more clearance and rock packing is the order of the day.
That should be okay. Give it a jack quick, see?
I'm going to double check it's in gear.
Just stand on the brake, then
Rather be safer.
yeah.
With a high lift jack, we try and lift the Landy to get more rock under the rear wheel.
Oh shit.
Where do you want that?
And then the big rock claims a finger.
Got it. Oh shit.
It crushed Ant's finger. With the Landy lowered on the packed rocks, the diff is now free to roll back to safety.
Blue plaster from the door.
From your door, my door.
Correct.
Okay.
Broke the bone. Fairly confident. It's what happened at development.
But with a stone?
Yeah. Except the stone was a lot larger. It just burst my finger open like it was like nothing.
The rest of the convoy follows through on the black route and the pink Defender goes up easily. Henk follows with the GD6 and makes it comfortable. Chris goes next with the Navara. With everybody taking good lines, it all goes well. Clint decides that he also wants to attempt the red line route. This short wheelbase 90 sure is a treat, as it is maneuverable, light, and of course got a pilot that knows his vehicle very well.
Come on. We've got an issue here now with the cruiser. The rock slider actually moved to such an extent that you can see here how far it actually moved. Of course, that hole go into this, so it's about that far it moved behind or backwards, and now it's scraping here on the tire. Now we got the winch option, and
Plan is to loop it through a little the lanyard through here, so it's not going to rub the cable on the tires. The idea is to make a little bridle. We'll hook the winch cable into that, and
Whoa! Come back a bit then. Okay, you can go a little bit more in. Pull it. Whoa! Fine. It's fine now.
With the rock slider good as new, we travel further to the first water crossing of the day.
everything is so green in the bush. All the ground covers are growing up the trees and looks all lush.
Oh, this is beautiful, especially with the trees that goes over the road. Scoop some water here. Good, yeah.
So we will go slow, but we will give it a little bit more wacky on there.
Middle of the day, everybody's got their patch in the shade. It's Bayer and Nicole enjoying their lunch and privacy until I arrived.
Now it's all work.
Sitting on the tailgate, also enjoying healthy stuff.
Only the best.
There's Japie, Amanda and Kristen also sitting on the tailgate. So far so good.
Brilliant.
Julle staan in die son, hoekom?
It's good, vitamin D.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna do these little humps here. Obstacle 7. Short wheelbase only, apparently. Gaan het gee.
Help! I'll get stuck on the normal line. Too long. We got stuck with it.
On our previous visit, the short wheelbase obstacle was problematic for my VX Cruiser. Today, I'm curious to see how my manual GX will fare on it.
Now we're gonna do the last one where we hung up, so with no problem whatsoever.
Clint follows with a 90 and shows why this obstacle favors a short wheelbase vehicle.
Obstacle 8 down on the red route. Let's go. I went a little bit too fast downhill there, but you don't want to be standing on your brakes too hard and tilt forward unnecessarily, so don't quite go as fast as I did.
Just gonna call it down. It got to not a problema. Just Cruiser is really doing it very nicely today. I'm very chuffed.
The rest of the convoy follow on the red line, and all goes well. Chris has a look at the red line, but wisely take the black line as it favors the Navara clearance better.
So here we're in a little, what is this called? Just a spruit at Spookspruit. We're just loading GoPro batteries and SD cards that get full.
I must say these tyres have taken everything that I've thrown at them today, and some of the stuff was wet, rocky, slippery surfaces that shouldn't do it. So now we're going out of the river with wet tyres onto rocks. We're bumping a little bit there, and it's no good grip.
Okay, Bayer, that one is a little bit slippy, eh?
Very chuffed about actually driving in a flowing stream. It's
very pretty.
It's very, very picturesque. I mean, you need a 4x4 to live like this.
We're in the river here. It's the red route. It's supposed to be. We're on our way to the red route here. Beautiful scene.
Hey, Japie, I just hooked my high lift jack and the bolt broke off. Got spare bolts if you need bolts.
Okay, Bayer, are you going to be alright there for now or what?
Just want to grab a cable tie and fix it quickly.
As we travel down the Sprout, we encounter various technical sections due to the slippery rock.
Okay.
So here's the rough stuff, and everybody else is going to turn right.
The convoy will take the black route, and Bayer leads the pack as the Landy's rooftop tent fitted to the roof rack will not clear the low overhanging trees down the red route. In the pink Landy, Alison makes it look easy as she takes a good line. Henk's GD6 for a moment loses traction, but the electronics kick in and make it comfortably. In the Navara, the incline shows its steepness, but with the rear locker engaged, the Navara have a picnic in a park.
Easy.
So we're gonna try this now. This is apparently rocky road. You can see it's wet. Big rocks and holes in the water. It's going to be difficult to judge something here. It's going to be a tricky one because there's a big hole on the right hand side here, down there, and it's a deep hole there. So picking a right line here, and you can't go too far left. There's a big tree stump, so you're forced to take the right hand side here. And I'm a bit concerned, so I'll try and get my wheel over that rock and just on the edge of that rock over there, and then we climb up and out.
Rocky Road is fitted with big slippery rock and low overhanging trees. While we have to pick a good line to ensure bottom clearance, we must simultaneously negotiate roof clearance on top.
Guiding here in front, which I must say there we go.
Surprisingly, Clint runs into a clearance issue on top, but to negotiate it easily through.
Right, so we're driving with seatbelts off because we're driving through, okay, there's some rocks here, but we're about to drive into a section where there's potentially sudden deep water at a steep sloping angle, so I might slip in, so we don't want to circle with seatbelts.
We travel down the Sprout, where dense vegetation hides big rock and mud holes that can claim damage to our rigs at any time. And leads in front, and the all-terrain tyres offer surprisingly good traction.
Second gear.
Clint and I follow Ant's tracks best we can.
Still with no seatbelt on because we're in reeds and water here, and I don't know what to expect.
Very good, folks. Very good. You just got that.
That's all. Guys, it's not as bad as what we anticipated. You just have to give, I went second gear, low range right through that, turned right and just kept going up the hill. So I think that's the way to do it.
With Ant up the steep exit, I follow hopefully, as I have a set of muds on my 80. All go well through the Sprout, and the trail start to take form as we lay down our tracks.
Ga nog een. Okay, you can bring your truck.
The exit, however, proves too much, as the mud now became a real sloppy mess as I gave it a good few shots. By now, the Sprout became one slushy mud pool. The exit is now simply impassable.
You have a winch. No, you're going to have to winch me out. After all of this cost that you caused here.
Anthony in front now with the winch connected to his car. Oh, okay. You must just be careful with the winch rope that might snap. situation that I started to apply control power there.
Jesse, dude, that's a powerful winch you got there. The last was, it's got such power right at the end. How did that happen?
Toyota power, man.
Not a steel cable.
And it's a road.
Magnetic Patrol.
Go forward. Okay, wait. Okay, stop. Get out of here. Go.
We had a good time today in Spookspruit. We did the red route today.
Okay, I'm taking it back. It looks like all the vehicles are lining up behind you.
We had a lot of vehicles here today. We had 3 Defenders, we had a Nissan Navara, we had the GD Fortuner of Henk Bogaards. We had the Patrol and we had the Cruiser. And I must say the Cruiser surprised me today. We had a good time.
Eager to light our campfire, we set off to camp where we load the fire burns to last a long time.
Is it enough? Hot enough to oh, it was,
This is
it
hot.
was charcoal in it.
Actually, it's really hot.
This noodle salad is actually a very potent salad. And this we make on most of our trips. We'll keep it in the fridge and it's quite useful because you can go do your overland or you can do your trip on the track like this. Then I got the oopsie, little piece of bacon with a cherry on there, tenderized steak, and then wors as well, a mieliebrood that go with that. This plate of food is gonna be brilliant. Enjoy.
Early morning, we are eager to get our morning rituals done, as we want to fit in a few more obstacles before we have to pack up and leave home.
Good mornings. We're just in time for the glorious festival of coffee drinking. Okay, let's go check my boots are any drier. No, pretty freaking dry. That's good. It's gonna be a long stretch.
Since I've been a small boy, I didn't like to make up my bed. Now I've got a very big bed on the roof. Make up every morning.
Okay, we're doing this nasty optical 12. Apparently it's a Jeep thing here where I'm going. This is quite an unpleasant angle. The locker would be awesome. I must go down that funny rock that side.
Okay, we're going down.
I must go down that funny rock. Okay.
Are you okay?
You're going to walk across and tell me?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Once again, this rocky hill is a locker and lifted Jeep's territory, so it's a real achievement to take our SUVs this route.
And we're out.
Player's Defender makes it look easy, and seems to me that the rear locker makes a huge difference on his rig. With the 80 I keep the revs on the higher side as it now and again wants to stall. On top of it, yesterday's mud ordeal caused me to lose my handbrake.
You've got lots of traction. It's that side, you've got no articulation. So your wheel's standing in the air.
Crossover angle of the Navara let it hang up on the center, and Chris decides to give the wheel to the more experienced left seat driver.
Yeah, you couldn't do it, so I'm going to show him how.
How was that?
Sure. Nerve-wracking, but fun.
Good. Chris, het jy het gemaakt? Did you make it, Chris? Finally.
We travel further up the track. We are overwhelmed by the beauty the mountains have to offer. The Spookspruit 4x4 trail is a beautiful track that crosses the Spruit many times through natural obstacles. Then there is the mountainside, where you exit into the beautiful equipped campsite.
This is the obstacle right by the camp. We did it on the first night when we came here just for a bit of fun.
We had Johan and Naranja.
This obstacle is the very same obstacle Anne decided to tackle with normal road pressures on the first day that we arrived here. It's a technical and dangerous climb and not recommended for the less experienced driver. One mistake up here and it will surely end in disaster. Steady momentum, good clearance on your vehicle, correct tire pressures for maximum traction. Preferably at least a rear locker, and you can try this obstacle providing you have at least 2 other vehicles and experienced drivers with you. Chris, knowingly that the Navara lacks the necessary clearance, kindly agreed in trying this dangerous obstacle. The near-stock standard Nissan Navara is fitted with a factory rear locker, and Chris would never attempt this obstacle on his own. With lots of rock packing, eyes around, hands and on deck, and probably one of the best spotters in South Africa in Johan Havenga, Chris managed in just under 16 minutes to get the Navara on top without any damage. Well done, Chris. That was a majestic drive, bud. We had another epic adventure here at Spookspruit 4x4. I once again damaged a valve and could not air up, so I had to fit the spare. All the landies made us respect the old icon again. The campsite ensured our fun was concluded, and of course, we were blessed with an awesome variety of vehicles that accompanied us on this memorable trip. We overcame huge challenges in completing obstacles not suitable for our vehicles. Another adventure dusted and another story to tell next to the campfire. In our next episode, we visit a brand new gem, Loerkop Adventures. We will trapat, as we call it, when we drive a new route. We set off with our aim to be the first set of wheels on Suikerbosrand, high up the MAXXIS mountain. Make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell to be informed when we release that episode, as you would not want to miss that one. Until next time, be a freed soul and be safe.